Whenever I think of traditions, I remember the main character of Fiddler on the Roof. You remember Tevye. He was a man struggling with traditions. One of the main songs of that musical was entitled Tradition. Now don't worry, I'm not going to break out in song. But several times during the play, Tevye would reflect on a specific tradition. He would say that people would ask, why do we do this? And he would have to answer, I don't know. So I want to make it clear that when we are talking about traditions in church, we're not talking about just going through the motions, but rather meaningful repetition. Unfortunately, at times, our church traditions do lose their meaning, just like any tradition. For example, you probably heard the story about the pot roast. A husband observed his wife one year preparing the roast for the oven. And before she placed the roast in the pan, she split it in two. Now, being an ignorant but inquisitive husband, the man asked her why she did that. She replied that she cooked a roast that way because her mother cooked a roast that way. Later, the woman asked her mother why she split the roast in half before placing it in the pan. And the mother replied that was how she had learned to cook a roast from her mother. Now, together, they asked the grandmother, and her reply surprised them. I don't know why you split the roast in half, she said. I did it because my roasting pan was too small. In order for traditions and rituals to be the powerful instruments of family and faith that they can be, we need to be intentional and specific. Our traditions and rituals must be meaningful repetitions. Intentional and specific apply to all of our worship activities, like baptism and communion, the Apostles' Creed and confession, even our holiday traditions and our daily rituals. So as you come to worship this Sunday, I pray that it will be far more than just going through the motions, but your life will continue to be transformed through the blessings God gives to us through worship and communion. So see you there.